What's going on, everybody? Mr. Mugen here today, and this is the Mugen Market Watch. And in today's video, we are going to be talking about the Bored Ape Yacht Club, which has been wilding out, aping around, whichever pun you want to use. They've been doing that. Uh, but yeah, why do we want to talk about them? Because they are pretty much the next big thing as far as the last month since they've been released. Ever since I haven't heard a lot of hype as far as NFTs since V Friends and NBA Top Shot, and Bored Ape Yacht Club is the next. Actually already there already, because as you can see, the average price, the floor price right now is about 1.53 Ethereum, even though Ethereum is going down right now. The crypto market is crashing. And that might be the best thing to mention, but it's also a good opportunity as well too. So that's why I do mention it. And the average floor price right now is 1.53, which is about maybe 3 to 4,000 in USD. And there were about 10,000 of these minted. And why do I talk about that? And why is that important? Because you could have gotten one of these apes at 0.08 Ethereum, which would have been about 2 to 300. So the come up is quite nice. Some people were able to grab 20 to 30 apes. Some were, able to grab 2 to 3 apes. And no one knew that these apes were going to blow up like this. So let's look more at so as you can see right now, we have 4.3K owners. So we do have about almost on average, one person owns about 2 apes, right? But that's just a number. So this is how these apes look like. This is on OpenSea.io if you didn't know. I just wanted to show everyone real quick. And why does this matter, right? So let's go to CryptoSlam.io just to see how these apes have been doing as far as sales. In the last 24 hours, they were second only next to Axie Infinity, which is like eggs. Don't know too much about them. I might do a video about them. If you're interested, let me know down in the comments below, so that way I can touch more on it, because NFTs are still popping. Digital assets are, another way to diversify as far as investing, and it's really fun as well too. Being able to make money or find value and things that you find that are cool, and it's art too, in its own way. And these as far as NFTs, these projects, they found different ways to give us utility as far as the actual NFT. So that's also something very cool as well too, and something I want to talk more about more into this video after we check out some of these cells. So the Bored Apes have only been out for like 30 days, maybe less. If you look at 7 days ago, almost 20 million in sales, just the last 7 days. And then they're like, since Bored Apes have been out, I mean, they're right behind Top Shot in the last 30 days, and Top Shot have been doing pretty well. If you didn't know, my background is from NBA Top Shot. That's where I was initially introduced into NFTs, and then not just that, but really studying blockchain and really paying more attention to cryptocurrencies and digital assets and art and collectibles. So it's like a different type of rabbit hole, but it's a great rabbit hole and I'm happy that I fell into this rabbit hole, because NFTs and crypto, it's the future technology. So definitely, do some research because there is a learning curve to NFTs and blockchain. So that's why I'm making such a, very simple, basic video. So, and Bored Ape Yacht Club, the Bored Ape Yacht Club, that's what's popping right now, and that's something that people should be learning about. Okay, so as far as being the Bored Apes, we can even check out more, because there's like 10,000 of them. They have different trades, or what they call properties. And pay attention to these hats here, because I want to talk about merch too, as far as the Bored Ape Yacht Club, and that's also very interesting. But if you look at the different personalities, the different details within every ape, when the collectors, once you buy an ape, you own the ape. So if you wanted to start a comic strip or a comic book with your ape, you can, because it's yours. That's how, I think it's within the clause that how your ownership works. So people have been doing all sorts of stuff with these apes. Like they've been, creating background stories, like, and just looking at, how these, they've been naming their apes. People are creating Twitter accounts for their apes. So, little things like that. And not just that, but you can kind of flaunt your ape within your profile picture, because at this point, having an ape on Twitter or on your avatar, um, it shows community. And not just that, but like, because the apes are at such a high price right now, it does show that you have a little something, to flaunt. So that's really cool about it too. But let's talk about more about, let's go into the apes website here. Yes, all the apes are all minted already, I think within a 24-hour time span, which people didn't think that that was going to happen. It was actually quite slow when you're talking about other NFT projects that have come out. So I want to talk about the Bored Ape Kennel Club, because, like I was talking about earlier, these apes have properties, because they are going to be supposedly introducing breeding as well too, and that's why all these the properties matter, right? So I think you can have minimal 4 properties and up to maybe 8. I don't know the maximum amount of properties you actually have. You can have within your ape, because I don't have an ape myself, so it's something I'm still learning as well. So, but if you can learn these properties and understand that, that's almost a good amount of the NFT game, because these properties matter, because it gives the project, it gives the NFT utility, like breeding and being able to access a certain club or a certain type of membership, which requires having an ape to do. And if you do have an ape, the next thing that you could have done is this the Bored Ape Kennel Club, and that's why I want to talk about breeding as well too, because you're not breeding with the canines, but you're allowed a pet, and then for this pet, all you have to do is own an ape and pay for the gas fee, which I don't know what the gas fee would have been, but they're actually going to be doing the drop tomorrow, from what I've heard, and see how that goes. But if we go on to OpenSea, some of the not even minted yet. People are already trying to buy some of the dogs. We don't know what the dogs are going to be able to do yet. We don't know the utility, but they are kind of their own line, but they're affiliated and they're also in that same metaverse. And now that they have that, when you own an ape, you can actually access the bathroom, which is where you can go in. I don't have access to it, but I guess you can like kind of do graffiti art in there, which I've heard that is really cool, and you can get the dog. But another reason is that why I like that they've done that is because now other projects have been inspired by the Bored Ape Yacht Club. But other than that, they also have merch, that they are releasing, as far as like this hat here. They actually have that hat. As you can see, I have a hat on. I'm a big fan of hats, but if you own an ape or a certain amount of apes, you can actually go buy the merch. It doesn't show on here what the merch is, because it's sold out, but I know that there's an ape with a red hat, and I thought that that's a really cool hat. If I can ever afford an ape, probably going to look for an ape that's going to represent me as far as my digital avatar. And that's another really cool concept. You have to be a little bit imaginative and bullish on tech, but I think that that's really cool. Or you can just find an ape that you just think that's cool looking, and you can create your own background. And it sounds kind of weird, but it's very fun at the same time. So that's why I think these apes, and they're very well drawn. The detail's great. You look at that when you compare it to CryptoPunks and CryptoKitties. Not that there's anything wrong with it, but like differentiating the art style, I think was what really caught a lot of the collectors' eyes and investors' eyes. And then another project that has derived from the Bored Ape Yacht Club is also on Twitter. That's why I encourage people to get on Twitter. I encourage people to get on Discord. I have mine linked down below. Like, we're getting very serious about NFTs, because you can find some, life-changing money if you do it correctly, or if you invest in the right things. The other day, a CryptoPunk sold for like $11 million. Little crazy things like that, and the dude bought it for like $1,600 4 years ago. So those are things that we have to take into note. But yeah, so the next project that we're paying attention to is the Panda Golf Squad, because they're inspired by the Bored Ape Yacht Club. And I think that if it goes well, they might even share the same metaverse, which I think would be really cool, because now you have the Bored Ape Yacht Club that's in that metaverse. And for every panda that they sell, they give a little bit back to the apes. And I think that's really cool to show, like, you know, a community factor, like, hey, you know, we are so, you know, we just want to do this because we just think that your project is so cool. And, you know, they're not even going to lie about it. That's how they're donating. And as you can see, the followers here on Twitter, it shows something that people are interested. You can go into the Discord as well too and check out the members. So then you can have an idea of how many people are going to try to make the drop. Yeah, exact. And this is why I want to make talk about it, is because if the drop goes well, you know, you never know. It could be the next metaverse that's going to be shared, and that's very important within the utility of these NFTs. So this is a little bit what about the Panda Golf Squad's all about. And from what I know, they're going to be dropping about a week or so from now. So definitely like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification so I can update you on it. And not just that, but, you know, get on Twitter. Make a fake Twitter account, make a whatever Twitter account if you're not on Twitter. But if you're interested in NFTs, NBA Top Shot, and digital collectibles, you know, definitely hit me up on, you know, on the social media platform that I just held. But other than that, this has been Mr. Mugen, the Mugen Market Watch. Thank you for watching this video. I am out.